I know there have been many concerns over the growing around dimension lately, but I can assure you that children ruling this universe is for the best. Yes, I know because of adults and children switching roles, the economy has collapsed threefold due to people being in school for much longer. They can have jobs, but just suspend your disbelief, man. In fact, people have questioned how people can function without having an adult around to teach them and having children teach the adults their naive and demented outlook upon the world. Well, I think that children are plenty well educated and are changing the future in the now. Ignore how politician children kill themselves at age 17 because they lose their job and many want them to die slowly due to their screwed up policies due to them being children, and people that they used to have power over will then have power over the politicians so they can do that. Please, just look at our legible laws. 3-year-olds can spell. You say this problem could have been solved if the adolescents who are intellectually, physically and emotionally weak were taught how to be strong while the adults rot in school for decades on end without an end goal?
Have you ever read Lord of the Flies?
No, I am a child. I can't read yet because we don't go to school until we're 18 in the confusing society. But look at this pretty stuff. Ignore our light purge going on outside and please ignore how we have millions of cavities collectively and none of our child dentists know how to properly deal with them because they are 10.
I mean, we wouldn't have taken this stuff seriously and thought about that much if, like, you know...
Topics of sexuality, gender, existential crisis, cultural identity, death, regret.
They will all be subject to that episode.
These issues without sugarcoating or kid gloves.
You will obey me, adults and children alike. I don't care if adults are. And create us. We don't even know how they create us. I heard it involved a stick and an open orange with whipped cream or something. Imaginary friends, how did they create us?
Look like a talking penis.
What? So the child president sent Rigby from regular show to drag us into this dimension to pretend we are the imaginary friends he was talking about? Also, who the hell is this robot dude?
Scaramouche the Merciless!
He's going to be at this for a while. Side note, I have achieved a third finale form.
Useless. You still have that acid that you hooked on. Also, why did you give me the Finch story and why did it have so many editing marks all over it?
Dark Lord James Rainey promised this world that Thomas and Kremit helped enter create would be fun, but it turned out to be too horrid to see what happens to my people to find out what happens next.
I'm going to jump! No! Do a flip!
I'm going to pretend that didn't happen.
You think that this is enough to escape my planet? Look at this world. It only took 300K. Where did you reach his goal and me?
I should check on Scaramouche.
There so many scary children in this world. I already have enough reasons to hate children. Shouldn't there be some sort of adult resistance? I hope they're more mature than the children. I must get...
Man, it is good to see you, babe. Oh, there it is, babe. The world-famous stone. Well, come on, Sammy, baby. Whip it out. You know what I'm talking about. That crazy sword. Let's get slicing and dicing, swinging and bashing, hacking and slashing.
Scaramouche found the entire adult resistance as well as us. He came out of nowhere, but he's really resourceful.
Well, Spinch, I will introduce them to you, begrudgingly.
Correct.
This is Dookie Tom, who is totally a turkey.
I admit my commentary in my commentary videos is complete garbage, but it's all good. Because editing.
That's like saying a book is good if the cover is pretty. Also, your editing is a blurred gray background and drawings awkwardly trying to evoke the same responsive animation but can't. But since you are too impatient for learning skills like normal humans, but God forbid someone does a face reveal, because it's worse to not have an awkward, stilted, generic avatar than to not make the audience uncomfortable watching this thing try to be moved but it sadly can't. Also red sweaters, really? That is generic as hell.
Why did you talk about wanting to improve and then became an unabashed sellout? Why don't you explain your points? That is huge commentary. Also, you can't just say you're allowed to like something, but if it's to the point where it's your only interest, I will judge you. In fact, that makes you a hypocrite. Al, you just edit. Many people have only one interest, and don't say you do more than edit, since that's what you criticize for everyone for.
Also, your delivery is so bad, it's genuinely tough to tell if you're joking half the time. They are so fabricated and your whole channel feels like the most factory thing I've ever seen because you're so open about it and even act like you could have gotten hundreds of thousands of subs so far in your 100th YouTube famous video, or whatever, but you didn't, because you're just that ass.
Oh no, Spinch. Not Grinch, I made a typo. Is spazzing out and ranting. Wait, why is that kid in the adult resistance? He's still a kid.
Also, for a guy who is apparently on 4chan all the time, you seem quite sensitive to softcore pornography.
Where whenever I hear the show being talked about in passing, or try to watch an episode of it, I am disgusted because I can't help thinking about the things.
You can't because edgy jokes like edgy jokes are funny if they're unexpected and have some personal to them. Like calling everyone a pedophile is not a good joke because it has a weak setup, and it doesn't displace the commentary in your commentary videos you didn't explain, you construct or destroy anyone personally. It's just LOL XD random humor, except the delivery is so fucking bad you can't even tell if it's a joke.
He's really gotten carried away. These are supposed to be our allies. Not to be rude, but stop being pretentious.
French, stop being such a bitch. This is not hate-filled because I like criticizing stuff because it's fun. Hatred fills me with love. Anyways, so you gave up animating in less time than professional animators take to successfully animate 5 minutes. Why do you judge everything via editing?
Instead of the child slowly survived the anti-child purge. He's definitely going to die as soon as he turns 18. As for me, I hate weird internet subcultures and fetishes.
You're one to talk about weird, fetishy internet subcultures.
What's that supposed to mean?
Damn it, you made the cam go dark.
I was oppressed by one of this world's lieutenants, the true creator of this world, Mr. Enter. Do you want to know what he did to me?
Oh god, this sounds absolutely tragic. Go on.
Since his Kickstarter was doing badly, I decided to mock him at a personal level to pour salt in the wound and waste a bunch of my fans' money who wanted to donate to Enter instead of a random charity that no one knows is the trustworthy kind or the kind that just wastes 90 of their donations. Enter's Kickstarter was terrible. The way I handled money was so much better by changing where the money went midstream, essentially scamming people. I went into the book thinking it was bad, but I had to heroically make such a dramatic sacrifice and cut the 2-hour-long stream discussing 20 pages because the unthinkable happened.
What happened?
It turned out to be bad.
What?
It vaguely resembled a domestic abuse scene from my childhood if I stretch my imagination far enough.
It was someone threatening to make them eat a shoe. My god, that sounds cartoonish and not serious. Don't be such a wuss. Isn't that something everyone criticizes Enter for doing? Turning bad writing into a personal reminder of his domestic abuse even when it's obviously not. Flinging personal insults at the writer as if they tried to give people PTSD and bad messages? Something you're doing. He's an overly sensitive and overly serious moron about it, too. But why is it shit when he does it but everyone pities little old Rob who was mocking him for 2 hours and then gets triggered by this shit? You can't even say he was advocating it. You didn't even go far enough to see the response to the girl playfully threatening them to eat a roller skate. What, so the whole cast is traumatized by the same thing the same way? It's fucking stupid enough if one person gets that triggered by it. It's another if the whole goddamn podcast does, too. Is this a means to an end despite Enter? You offered to help him on his stream after you've been slating him for years and then playing victim in such a forced way you didn't even apologize for it and imply you're in the right. I bet if you did end up working or after you would have lied about him raping you or some shit. Okay, maybe that's too far, but you definitely were planning on making him look bad as a person.
No, you're not triggered, and you weren't during the stream. You were angry, sad, and had bad memories if you weren't manipulating people. You're no more triggered than whenever Mr. Enter was triggered because you are both being pathetic for being reminded of PTSD due to such vague stretches of the imagination. Pathetic? Spinch, you're sounding more triggered than anyone else, Jesus Christ. You're being pretty pathetic engaging in this rant right now.
If that defines triggered, then I'll get triggered whenever I see something innocent and fun as a reminder of my missed opportunities and regrets from childhood.
Didn't you eat us in that trippy dimension with Straw Man?
Got a blast!
We need to seriously work on your anger management.
Okay, what other retard somehow survived? I am so terrified right now. What is happening? Enough games. Show yourself, you piece of excrement.
Purification and progress. I am the better. I am the only reason why these fools are still alive. Here is my gratuitously horrible backstory that despite this series being made by a teenager, the team did not make this edgy stuff. I literally destroyed my child's internal universe by to purify it as it was unkept, so I had to beat my child to death with circles. As well as my wife at the cross beat me a chest through the cat of Alice and walked through two sons from under tail. One child was not enough to say she ate my blood lust, so I went to a dimension full of child violence.
That has got to be the most edgy and needlessly depressing thing I've ever heard. Okay, maybe the second edgiest. Okay, maybe the third. I mean, this is just some parody of DC, right? Right? Alright, my crew, where should we venture to next?
TFFT, we just had to practice. Why should we obey?
Because, bitch, I one-shot at Straw Man, god of despair. Given you're hiding in a cave away from kids, child's play must be too much for you.
Do not mind this barbarian, we will respect your endeavors as you will let us. You know this world better than any of us.
It matters not. Either way, we shall destroy the cartoon night, and by extension all mad children and psycho kids in this world.
I wonder what the most respected member of this community is like.
And I said, a pleasure to jerk with you. I don't see how that's wrong. We make... Come on.
Just because somebody makes porn doesn't mean you could just go like that. They're trying to be nice to you. The least you could do is just respond
porn actors have
professionally.
respect too.
We're in character. Come on.
You don't have a character. This is you all the time.
I destroyed every man, woman, and child on Earth.
No, Chalmers did Keck.
I will destroy.
I decimated this village days ago. Just for you.
Doesn't look very decimated to me.
Oh, but Master...
The kids might have just regrouped in an empty camp. It does more harm than good to treat subordinates poorly.
Oh, you would know, Grinch, so you couldn't handle threatening consequences when you deliberately chose false answers like Oreloi?
No, you are just terrible at everything.
I know this may be difficult for a docile soul such as yourself, Spinch. I only wanted to steal Christmas. They may be violent, but they're still.
Die, you pieces of excrement.
Spinch, stop eating children now.
Grinch, I am just trolling Keck.
As you can see, Spinch is absurdly powerful, but he's also stupid.
Hey, guys, I found the Rage Tower. Bring out your strongest fighters. That's how I get to the top of the tower where Mr. Enter lies, correct? I am actually going to eat these cheeky little bastards. If there is one thing I hate more than cops and children, it's cops that are children.
They're inviting you upstairs, dumbass.
What?
He says he's inviting you upstairs.
His microphone really sucks, Keck.
No, it's not. I got a new one. That criticism is old. How dare you criticize a critic? I call that trolling because you didn't do no criticism. For that I will banish you from my castle forever. And outlaw trolling because it's evil. Just as Kazakhstan.
Goddamn it, Spinch, you blew it again. Just like how you blow everything.
Like your train mom.
I'll have to clean up your mess. Now, I can only shapeshifter in 2 green characters such as the narrator and Yoda. Who would someone who takes cartoons too personally like? You, I know. Let's go, mates. I love your work so much, I'd like you to enter your dick into my butthole if you know what I mean.
I appreciate the compliment, but I'm aced. Come on in.
That was the worst Kermit impression I've ever heard.
Ace, that must mean Enter's a pedophile.
Do you even know what words are? Also, stop using my fucking text color. It's going to confuse both the audience and the editor.
Fine, I changed it, but it is pretty suspicious to be an adult and make a TV show about kids.
So many people have worked on shows about kids, and the only pedo in the industry that comes to my mind worked on a show about a cat and a dog.
But people aren't allowed to acknowledge kids' existence.
You haven't gotten to the sex ed part of your education, have you?
The research I've done is all I need.
Oh no!
That rope looks really nice to hitting myself with red.
Stop.
Let's just go.
During break, we'll go over the stupid things people said in the comment sections, roasting the fuck out of them. It is a sad state of affairs that the comment section is now much smarter than the content creators.
Hello, fellow kids. This beat is too lame. Let's speed it up the pace as I see you on the battlefield in Fortnite.
Inhibition, follow your intuition, free your inner soul and break away from tradition. Cause when we be out, girl, it's pulling me out. You wouldn't believe how we wow. We burn it till it's burned out, turn it till it's turned out. Act up from northwest, east side. Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah. Lose control of body and soul. Don't move too fast, people just take it slow. Don't get ahead, just jump into it. Y'all hear about it? The P's will do it. Get started, get stupid. Don't worry about it, people will walk you through it step by step like an infant new kid. Inch by inch with a new solution. Transmit hits with no delusion. The feeling's irresistible and that's how we move in. Yo, everybody.
After I danced on the flames of my enemies, it is now time to return you to your regular schedule program. Said program better be Aussies or else you're going to hell.
Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah. Running, running, and running, running. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. And while I get it. Let's get it. And while I get it. Let's get it.
Again?
Long story.
What about kids who can't handle the stress or abilities of jobs?
Why did you get a bunch of yesmen in
Why
your
is
cast?
this so expensive?
What has more holes? This Tyrannosaurus tease.
You can't even criticize someone who has a Recala for an OC and half of their points amount to criticizing Pokemon jokes for not being perfectly accurate.
Why is literally every problem you've ever complained about in your book?
Well, maybe it isn't the most prudent idea to talk about sexuality when you yourself are asexual and can't relate to anything sexual and you block me.
Wait, back off, Beardsley. Where is your sword?
Lol, he has the game.
I feel like we're done here.
Your video is bad because I disagreed with you and the editing isn't annoying enough with the juicy keyframes, because you're confident that your commentary and your commentary videos don't need to be overwhelmed with gratuitous effects. Stop jerking off to enter. You two can have pedosex later.
Did you even watch my video? If it criticize Xander, you know also we're both adults. Do you even know what that word means?
No, he doesn't. Don't even fucking try.
We get it, you're ace.
What, that you have an excuse for your virginity? JK, I'm 17.
No fool! The Omnibomb! It makes you get horny over your most primal sexual urges!
Pretty sure that's an Omnibot.
That's what we're done. Since there are no children left to kill, there is nothing left to get off to.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, I'm going to fucking burst.
Don't let your kids watch it!
The turkey who says they're not a turkey is distracted. Now is my chance to redeem my sinful constructive criticism.
Come on, Tom. Let's finish this the way we started.
Together!
Let the true battle commence.
Strider, attack!
LSD and I can fight.
Triggering me because I correct the interpretation of your scene to remind me of my own domestic abuse. For book I was mocking you on a very personal level. How dare you be so tasteless? Oh, you got triggered by domestic abuse PTSD in children's media. Also unlike you, I don't spam videos.
You are literally the cause of everything wrong in the community. Ignoring how it was filled with mad children getting genuinely upset at reading before it was cool. I call it pretentious. College age movie reviewers these days. But you're a real puff and talk about TTG too much. How dare you rip off my goddaddy, Rebel Taxi, by reviewing a few things he also reviewed.
Seriously, criticizing this doofus shouldn't be so hard. I mean, I have a laundry list of things wrong with him that aren't hypocritical or just blatantly wrong.
Oh no, Butch/Rani, still confused on that one, has sent us to the PC dimension while Thomas got into the Mac dimension. No telling when this program will crash.
Well, just some douchebag editing an hour-long fucking... Why am I doing... What the fuck? Back, fiend! Back! No! Stop it! Well, why? No! I thought Max couldn't get viruses! No! No! Back! No! Back!
Kickstarter? This is what will happen if you don't donate to my Kickstarter. Think of all the children he will have to murder in this world if you don't. Hello fellow kids, Danny Phantom exposed. He was a Christian but now he realized that I am the only true god after my pure, malevolent power corrupted Rani.
All for a god, will you slow that between the time period? Space itself.
And Thomas is just nuking alternate realities out of Earth just because.
Now look at what you have all done. I might have been bad, but I was only harming myself. Why did you need to come to my world and destroy it? No one was in any danger except myself. Now you have neglected the responsibilities of fighting the real villain.
It is I, Anime 8-Ball, and in addition to it being painfully obvious that the editor doesn't have enough voices for each character, I know how to defeat you, the man who takes cartoons too seriously, and save the cartoon community by taking cartoons too seriously.
Remember after I kicked that guy off the platform with my raging fans because he gave me constructive criticism? Good times!
Enough is enough! I am had it with these motherfucking on this motherfucking
Hey, enter. Look, I found an overly minuscule nitpick that doesn't amount to anything that distracts from genuine points your review may have had.
Did the bridge just rebuild itself only to get destroyed again?
I can't believe it worked.
I bet if he took off his belts and tied one into one of his swords, he could probably hook the amulet and pull it over into the shade.
God damn it.
Suck. Suck.
I'm alive.
If the adults act this way, then the kids should rule the world, and people question why I'm a nihilist.
End of the line, Thomas. Okay, is the safest place to be in my Star Trek?
They decided that they'd have a better chance at running than driving.
If you stay in this care, you're going to die. Not even your infinite army of my pops that are almost as bad as this video's editor can save you. Well then, if you think that staying in a car being held by a monster was smarter than leaving it, more power to you. Any last words? Sounds about right.
Car.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. More than power, never.
Well, we stopped Rainy from consuming the reviewers' souls, so now if Chalmers does what I hope, we may have a chance due to the Titans fighting at equilibrium and then killing each other. Also eating Enters and the other reviewers' souls really made me stronger. You four, time to go into the portal so we don't die.
I am a fucking homicidal zombie predecessor of the Grinch who looks like a goddamn praying mantis who debuted in Dr. Seuss's political commentary on World War II against cops, and even I've found the past 5 months to be weird.
Scaramouche, the Batter, Spinch, Thomas. Is everyone through? We must escape Granny aka Butch's wrath before he destroys this universe with us inside. Most of it is already gone, as you can see.
Announcing Mr. Roof's big brown blowout sale. Manufacturers are overstocked and Mr. Roof has purchased their entire brown inventory. Save 50% on your new brown roof and get a 50-year warranty.
1-800 for Mr. Roof.
Mr. Roof.